Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have Todoroki X Listener, It's Warm Hands by Mania's Notebook on AO3. The link will be in the description. Go give them likes, kudos, and all of those things, and let's go ahead and get into it. Todoroki Shoto has exactly one warm hand. That was one more than you could ever say you've had. You suppose it's a ridiculous feeling. There's so much you could be jealous of when it comes to the young hero in training. He's taller than you, stronger than you, smarter than you, and so much more. He's well composed, he's handsome, and he's brave. He has the makings of a good hero and strong foundational skills that give him a head start, compared to the other students by miles. But all you can do right now is eye that stupid left side of his, feeling bright green with envy, and just imagine how great it must feel in these freezing temperatures of stupid hero training. You're cold. His monotone voice breaks you out of your thoughts. It's not a question, it's a statement. Todoroki wasn't always the most perceptive when it came to people, but things were different when it came to you. Of course you would notice your shivering form. Your teeth were chattering as you crossed your arms in front of your chest. Your thin hero costume doing nothing to provide you warmth in the bitter cold, bouncing on your toes, rocking back and forth, and shifting your weight. You just couldn't stand still. You stop amid your pitiful shaking before turning to look at him properly. His lips are set in a straight line as he stares back at you. There's that same stoic look on his face, but there's something noticeably different about it. It's similar to the face that he shows to your shared classmates, but it's not the same. The permanent boredness that gleams in his eyes is no longer there. Something's off. You can't tell what it is at first, and it's eating you up inside. Until you actually look, the answer lies in his eyes, just barely peeking from behind his recently messed up dual-colored bangs. You spot two colors. A cerulean blue as calming as the most serene of oceans, and a brown as warm as hot chocolate. It's different. Way different than you've ever seen, and you'll ever hope to see from him. He looks and feels gentler, softer, more approachable. It's somehow one of the most beautiful sights you've ever laid your eyes upon. Like a great column of fire being doused, or a mound of snow finally beginning to melt away. The great wall that is ever so indifferent Todoroki Shoto being chipped away in front of you, and you can't help but gawk. A cleared throat caught your attention, and you're pulled out of your daze. You expected him to be annoyed by your blatant staring. In fact, you could already feel yourself start to fluster at the attention, and an excuse bubbles at your throat until your eyes catch on to something unusual. The soft look is still on his face, though there seem to be some traces of amusement present, at your own expense, of course, but this time it's accompanied by a slight raise of his left arm. It's drawn out in front of him, bent at the elbow, and displayed just below his shoulder height. You tilt your head at the odd display, your obvious confusion asking a silent question. You weren't sure why he was presenting his arm to you, but judging by the light pink blush decorating his cheeks, you were sure he had a reason for doing this, right? You're cold, he simply repeats. You slowly nod your head at his question, knowing that there was no point in lying to him. Eyes widening in surprise, you watched as he turned his head away at your physical reaction. It was almost as if he was avoiding your eyes. That only lasts a moment though. A few short breaths later, he's looking back at you. His eyes are still soft and as gentle as they were before, but there's a new emotion blooming inside of him, a quiet determination that allows him to find his voice. I can keep you warm if you'd like. You mouth a silent "oh" at his words. It's not what you were expecting in the slightest, but Todoroki seems full of surprises today, doesn't he? He's never like this. No, not to you. Not to anyone you know. But for some reason, you like this side of him. Sure, the cold Todoroki was charming in his own way, right? The strong, silent type has its appeals, you know. But there was something about this bashful, sweeter, and more gentlemanly Todoroki that leaves you wanting to enjoy him some more, exploring the side of him some more, even. So, you take the chance. You take the offer, and before you have time to blink or even think of the words, "Never mind, I'm good," there's something warm against your chest. You look down, and it's the same arm he presented to you. Your arms circle around it, pulling him closer as he draws a sharp breath and his body tenses. You want to apologize for getting too close, for moving too fast, but your mind is too occupied with the feeling his body heat brings you. It feels impossibly warm and impossibly good through the depressing fabric of your costume. It's like stepping inside after a day out in the snow, and you can't help but swoon at the feeling. You look up, hoping to thank him, when you find yourself caught in his gaze. That softness from before is stronger up close, and you can't help but gasp in surprise. He licks his lips as the sound passes through your own mouth, and stares down at your figure cuddled into his side. There's now longing, hope, and a hint of desperation in his eyes as you stare up at him. You wonder if those are the same things he sees as he studies your face, drinking in every detail with the thirst of a dying man. You wonder and wonder and wonder, but you don't have to wonder for long. "Better," he whispers, mouth parting as he leans closer to your face. You can hear your heart beating out of your chest. "Better," you agree, closing the gap. Todoroki Shoto has exactly one warm hand, and now he's sharing it with you. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. Music link, fanfic link, Discord link, and thumbnail art link will all be in the description, so go check those out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!